Hello library friends, we are making a special kind of origami for this edition of Paper Cuts. It's a Kusudama flower. Now Kusudama means it is made out of many different pieces and it is combined into a spherical shape. The pieces are identical. As you can see, I've got a 5-petal flower and a 6-petal flower. Today we're going to make the 5-petal flower. You start with your square of paper. We're going to fold it into a big triangle. Try to get it as even as possible because yes, precision does matter. Matters less in some modules, but it really matters in this one. So we're going to make a big triangle and then we're going to fold the corners of our triangle up to the top of the triangle to make a diamond. So make sure you've got your corners lined up. As you can see, my folding could be a little bit better here, but we're just going to roll with it. Then we're going to fold up the other side, make sure it doesn't overlap. And you're going to be folding multiples of these, so make sure those creases are very tight, and we're going to fold out. We're going to fold to the edge of our diamond there. Make a little flap. Flatten that out. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you get this kind of maybe a mouse, maybe a puppy dog looking thing at the end. It's going to look like it's got ears or horns, depending on how you hold it. Now we're going to do a petal fold. So we're going to unfold what we just folded, stick our finger in the little pocket we've created, and then we are going to smush it down. So you're going to puff it up and then flatten it out to make a little conical shape. This is a petal fold. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to open up the little pocket we've created. We're going to use the creases we made with our folding, and we're going to flatten out our fold. Now see, it's kind of trying to distort my diamond there, so I have to be very careful. Now we're going to fold down the corners, both sides. And now you're going to fold the shapes you made in half. And these are going to be your inner petals. So now we've got this shape, and we're going to make 4 more. Now you saw at the beginning I had a 5-petal flower and I also had a 6-petal flower. Well, the 6-petal flower was an accident because I didn't fold my petals correctly, but if you liked the 6-petal flower, you can easily do that by, instead of pooching where I pooch, you can pinch when we're putting the flowers together, and it makes much narrower petals, so you can get 6 into a row. And I'll explain that better later. You'll see what I'm talking about when I say you pinch instead of pooch, which makes no sense if you don't know the context. So the problem with origami like this is it takes a while. The folds may not be complex, but it just takes so much time because you have to do so many. Alright, now we have made all of our little petals. We're going to stick them together. So you're going to need some glue. I'm using stick glue. Probably would have been better to have some Elmer's glue, but I worked with what I had. So now we're going to start by putting glue on the inside edge, just one edge. Let's get that in better view so you guys can see what I'm doing a little better. So just a thin strip of glue, and then I'm going to attach the edges together. So I'm going to squeeze them together, but after I've squeezed them together, I'm going to sort of pooch out, make a cone out of my petal. Try to keep those edges together. I'm going to pinch all the little inner petals together and use my fingers to hold the round shape while I pinch the edges together, and that gives you a much fuller shape. If you want to get 6 petals, you don't pinch it and shape it to be round, you just pinch it and make a much narrower petal. But this is what we're doing today. As we've got that pooch instead of pinch, it makes a very round petal. Now let's do another, because this is a bit difficult. So we're going to put glue on the side, and we are going to fold our sides together, making sure all our petals are in. Now that I've got them touching, I'm going to push it into a round shape, and then I'm going to pinch the inner petals together so I can shape it a little better and make sure my edges are attached. This is why Elmer glue would be better. I think it would hold better, but this works pretty well. Now we have to do 3 more. Let's speed through this. And just like that, we have 5 little conical petals. We're going to stick them together. So I'm going to add glue to the sides where we're going to stick them. Again, Elmer's glue will probably work better than stick glue. And I'm going to very carefully stick these together. I'm going to struggle to stick these together as well. So just add it to one side. You can add it to both sides. That will probably make it go easier. And I'm going to add this petal to my other petals. My glue might also be old. Hadn't thought about that because these, see, I can't get them to stick. I can see this being a little frustrating if you've got a younger kid. I'm going to pinch the bottom together because I can pinch the bottom and get it really close without deforming the petals because it comes to a point at the end. Now we're just going to stick the rest of the petals on. So apply that glue to the seam and attach it in. See, I could make a 4-petal flower, but that's not really what I want to do, so I'm going to have to squeeze this 5th one in. I have to break it open and break my flower, and just, it's a bit of a mess. Please make sure you've got a stronger glue than I've got. It's not sticking together correctly, but I think I've got it, and now I'm going to try to press it together without crushing the petals, and I'm definitely going to squeeze the end together because I can do that without messing up my petals, and that'll help hold it all together. Alright, and now we've got a 5-petal flower.
petals.